Hello, welcome to episode 51 of the Screen Age podcast. I'm your host, Connor.
And I'm Rodrigo. 51, damn.
Yeah, this could be cut short by
there.
one of two things: our lack of things in TV, or the storm that's currently brewing outside my house, blowing open my window, which is broken.
Oh, delightful.
I have a doorstop wedged in the bottom of it because it keeps blowing open, and at one point last night, it pounded open, and water seeped through, and I was like, okay. It was like running down the side of my wall. It was like for 10 seconds. That's how heavy the rain was last night. It was only for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, the rain was bad yesterday.
Really bad. And it was like seeping down the wall. I was like, okay. And I turned around really quickly to my thankfully off PC, and there was like speckles of water on like the side of it. I was like, if that was on, water went into that, I would cry.
My darling. My darling.
My yeah. God, you're too close to that window now. But yes, this could be an interesting one.
Yeah, because even like the weather could interfere with our Wi-Fi, which is probably what happened earlier. Anyway, we'll move on before shit hits the fan. A relatively quiet week in certain areas.
In one, at least.
One at least. So do you want to go movies first?
We'll go movies first.
Okay. I think the one thing I want to talk about is have you seen the Lightyear trailer?
Oh yeah, that was the trailer.
Did you watch it?
One trailer. No, I didn't watch all of it. I watched a lot of like clips from it and images,
Clips
and I'm
stuff.
just like,
Yeah. What is your reaction to it from what you saw?
this is the most pointless and unnecessary animated thing I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And there is that animated like Buzz Lightyear Galactic Enforcer thing, which it makes sense in the sense that it's completely off the wall. I think it's also based on a TV show, so like that's makes sense. But is this an actual guy?
Yeah. So this is this whole movie is basically about the story that the toy is based off. So the guy is obviously a famous astronaut and what blah blah blah, and he's so famous to the point that they make a toy. That's the thing, and like then they're like, oh, why didn't Tim Allen play him then? Like the voice of him, and they're like, because it's a different person and they got someone else to voice the toy. So like there's a little bit of stuff going on there, but
or because Tim Allen played him for many years and wants to do something else. Has already said goodbye to him and wants to do something else. Also. Yes. Yeah, you're right. It's a toy. You don't get the real guy to voice it. Well, you kind of can.
You could, but I'm assuming he dies. That's my thing. I'm going to assume he dies.
That's a dark twist.
I'm assuming he's going to sacrifice himself because he must have done something spectacular to... Did I say spectacular?
I think so, but I was willing to just accept it this time.
Spectacular to warrant him becoming a toy, but... we'll move on from that. But a lot of people are complaining that he doesn't look like Buzz Lightyear, and I'm like, maybe, and hear me out, it's because he's not the toy.
Yeah, were they expecting the purple shit wrapped around his head?
See, that will be in it because they do a little sneak peek at like the suit, and he's gonna put it on or whatever. So he will have the purple, but they say his face doesn't look, and the other way he has like a little, looks like a hair on his chin because he's got like a little butt chin.
Yeah,
but it's like a little swirly.
Yeah,
and they're like, why doesn't the person have a swirl? It's like, because people don't have swirls on their fucking chins. So I just found it funny that people are complaining that he doesn't look like him.
Oh, thank you for reminding me what the next thing I want to talk about is. It's people complaining. Yeah, I don't get this. I don't get why this is even what I love is some people. There's been a lot of things that happened this week, in the sense that people could meme about them, like the Facebook rebrand to Meta, is it? And my favorite one of that is people saying feta and just having blocks of cheese, and I don't know why it's so fucking funny to me.
That's quite funny, yeah.
But my favorite meme from this one, if I could find it, I'll make a post about it. But it was just can't right now, babe. Buzz Lightyear lore just dropped, and it's just brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Because that's what it is. It's Buzz Lightyear lore.
It is. It really is. So like, I'm again. We don't know why this is a thing.
Mhm.
Like, are we eventually gonna get like a fucking Woody story as well?
Imagine.
Of, like, who it was based off of, like, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be a cute film. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be funny. Blah blah blah. And that's about it. But like, it's really not needed.
No, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah, it really is. So, but yeah, we'll probably watch it anyway.
What I kind of wish they did was make it a separate movie, not call it Buzz Lightyear at all, but make hints that this could
That
be
it could
the
be
person,
him, yeah.
and then people, because that's, I miss them doing shit like that, making like big jumps of conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I miss the proper OG Disney doing that type of, or Pixar in this case, doing that type of shit.
Yeah, or even if they like did something like they just did the same story, whatever, and they went through the whole story of him being an astronaut, and at the end they're like, "Hey, look, we got you a new suit for your next thing," and they show the suit, and the movie ends, and then that would have been kind of cool because it's like, "Oh my god, he's Buzz Lightyear." But now that we know and everything, it's a bit.
There was an image of his suit up close, and for a split second I thought it was the Doom guy from Doom. And I don't know why. It was like kind of the green on it, and it was kind of like real metallic and white. I was like, holy shit, is this a Doom thing? Oh no, it's Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, like, in fairness, the animation looks really good.
Oh yeah, I can't deny that. I would expect that
but,
from Pixar.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but like, I don't necessarily think it's needed, and I think that if this does well, we're gonna get a Woody film at some stage.
Mm-hmm.
And they also said they were working on this for 5 years.
I know.
So, that's a long time. So, anyway, what were you going to talk about there with people complaining or something?
So, people were if I really want to find it again because it's a really funny line I think in it. Eternals came out recently enough, but
I think it's out next week. I don't think.
It's out. Oh yeah, okay, but it's getting currently
the critics. Yeah,
it is getting heavily review bombed. For, can you guess the reason? Starts with or. Are you frozen? Yeah, he's frozen. That was the greatest fucking moment I could have asked that question. Okay, that was another delightful technical difficulties that we're going to be facing throughout this because of storms and shit like that.
Because of weather.
Yes, well, the question I asked was, can you guess what it is? And I started with or, and it's representation.
Okay, I was gonna go or racism.
No,
yeah, so I wasn't too.
Well,
far
kind
off
of.
it.
I would assume there's a few things in there, but no, it is representation of a certain great community that, for some reason, people have just taken to IMDb. It was about 400 one-star reviews of a movie that wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Because there's LGBTQ plus representation in this movie.
People are
there it is.
really sad.
People are so sad.
Really sad. Like, I think there is two. I think it's two men kissing in this film, which is like the first time we see it in the MCU. Mm-hmm. Why do people like have to make a big like kerfuffle about this? Like, why do they have to like throw tantrum? Like, this is just normal. Like, why? Like, why? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't understand it. But it's like, oh yeah, here it is. No, that's not it. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes removed their audience score after a similar coordinated attack happened in Captain Marvel. I love that that's how much effort gets put into this, that it's a coordinated attack. It's a military op that gets run by these sad people.
I'd like to think that they made like a Facebook event.
Oh,
and like
Rod,
like
please, a meta event.
A meta event.
Can't call it Facebook anymore.
No. It is still Facebook, but the app is still Facebook. The company is not Facebook. Anyways, that's beyond the point. But like they just created an event and they're like, okay, at like 8:00 on Sunday night, we just all just bam, like just drop like bad reviews. But it's stupid. It is really stupid. But apparently that Eternals. Besides the audience being, some audiences being idiots, the critics are really slating this film as well. Like, it is the worst rated movie from the MCU on Rotten Tomatoes.
Did they say why? I never actually read any of the reviews.
They didn't. I haven't read any of the reviews either, but a lot of people have said that it's because there is a diverse cast and members.
Oh my god, we can have it one way.
So they're saying, like, all the fans are like, oh, they're just slating it because of the cast.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a deaf person, there's women, there's black people, there's white people, there's Asian people, there's gay people, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, or maybe the movie's just bad.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
But then again, you don't know.
Okay, I see where you're going. Like, I thought you were... Okay, I get you now. Yeah.
Like, so, because they're like, oh, like they always do this. But, like, Black Panther on Rotten Tomatoes, as far as I'm aware, is the best rated one. And that's, like completely not white people, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's a complete cast... Oh, like, a couple of people.
Yep.
You know? And, like, they have... Captain Marvel was hard done by... But Shang-Chi was done... Like, that was, like, really well received by critics. So, like, maybe the film is just bad.
Just bad.
And I think a lot of people are saying this because they haven't seen it yet. So, like, they're still hoping that it's good. So maybe when it comes out and they're like, okay, maybe it is just bad. But then again, I don't know if these critics are just slating it because of this representation.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Is the representation, if they are complaining about it, is it just there to tick a box? Because that's something that we always complain about. We hate when it's just, okay, it's just there. So is that what this gay couple feels like? Is that what this deaf person feels like? I can't imagine a lot of... I can imagine it's like, okay, there's probably a few times where it's like, oh, that's just there because... But that's what happens when you have a majorly diverse cast. You're going to have a few times where like,
it's going to happen.
That's just there because of this. But if it is the issue of representation, that's what's bringing the movie down, then is it written as a check box, ticking the box type of thing of, we have one of them, that's fine. Because then in that case, it's annoying. That's going to tear down a movie a bit because it's just so in front of you. What's the point? But if it's well written and there's so many of them in it that it's like nice, diverse, and it all gels well together, then cool. It's not that reason. Then you're right, the movie's just bad. That being said, I saw some of the CGI for it. I did see some of it, and they were attacking some form of like beast that crawled out of the water, and they're protecting some guy in a tunic. And I was like, this looks a bit weird. It doesn't look as like the actual monster itself looked great, but then I saw Richard Madden flying, and I was like, wow, something looks so off with this.
It looks a bit weird, and then the lasers out of his eyes looks a little weird as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it was though.
I do get that feeling as well when I watch that trailer. But when you see that big what's the big fucking thing? I can't remember what they're called. The guy with the big red face in space. The guy that controls the Eternals. I don't think it's Galactus. No. It's something else.
I don't know much about the Eternals, in fairness.
But whoever is like in charge of the Eternals, whatever, when they show him on screen, it's like, damn, that's pretty cool. So like the CGI is good, but like you said, there is some parts where it's kind of like, this is a bit weird. And the other thing that could make this film not great is that it is a really big cast with so many new characters that you're gonna have to introduce, give a little backstory, and use all in 2.5 hours. Like I don't know how many there is in it, but it's about 7 or 8,
if more.
That's a lot to introduce and give a little backstory and then go. Like that's a lot going on in 2.5 hours. It's like the Justice League originally, when they just dropped all these new characters on the screen, gave a little backstory, and it was shit. You know, it was just not long enough to introduce all these characters. So it could be a factor like that as well. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and watch it and then give it a review then, because because critics, again, a lot of people take Rotten Tomatoes to be the one and all. We've sat here before and talked about how bad Rotten Tomatoes is with scores. So don't take Rotten Tomatoes to heart. Is, I think, the main takeaway from this. They are bad. Most reviews and critics websites are poor. IMDb is really the only one that usually gets most things right, and I say usually because sometimes they do get it wrong. I guess look at the audience scores on Rotten Tomato more than the actual critic scores. They're usually more to what it would be, I think.
Or just look up other sites. There's better ones out there.
Compare and contrast.
I think. Compare and contrast. That's something we'll talk about probably next week, actually. There is, like, just going back to their review bombing, and I'll link it on to another topic that I want to bring up, which is actually going to be me complaining about something. But it also says in the same article that projects like Star Wars Last Jedi, list a few other ones, all received similar review bombing efforts from a subset of the audience who took umbrage with the progressive message in the story. Was there a progressive message in Star Wars Last Jedi?
Last Jedi.
Was there anything?
I don't think so. Apart from Rey being like, I guess Rey being obviously the main Jedi in it, so she's female, and then we had Finn, which is he's a black man, and then we had Rose, she's Asian. So I guess.
But what's the progressive message? Someone doesn't know how to write about Star Wars?
Progressive message: women are more powerful than men. I don't know,
but I don't know.
That was just a bad film in general.
That was bad. So was 2016 Ghostbusters. So was 2016 Ghostbusters. We talked about that. Yeah. I didn't know Masters of the Universe with Kevin Smith had it as well. But it was just Star Wars Last Jedi. I'm confused as to what the progressive message in that one is.
I guess it's the women empowerment thing. I think that's it, because you also have like the woman with the pink hair. I can't remember her name.
The one that makes one of the most stupid decisions in all of cinema history.
Yeah, her like not telling her strongest and most influential fighter what her plan is.
Complete bollocks.
But like I think it is that thing, because like she's in charge, and then you got Rey's like getting stronger and blah blah blah. So I think it could be that, but I think that film was just bad in general.
Yeah, I guess that's why I never really. It's not that I never saw the progressive side of it. I guess I just never heard any of the people review bombing it for progressive messages, because it was just a shit movie.
Yeah, and I think the film would have been a lot better if they let Finn die.
Yeah, we discussed
it. If they let Finn die when he's going to sacrifice himself for the fucking his whole thing, that would have been a great send off, and that film would have been not the worst film. It actually would have been. It would have been one of the better ones, or at least in the middle of the pack, at least.
Yeah.
Because at the moment it's either last or second last. So.
Yeah, and it's second last behind the movie it came after.
yeah. Well, I do think.
You don't like
the Skywalker is a little better.
Yeah, you put Clone Wars down, but Rise of Skywalker is actually the next movie I want to complain a little bit about, because I knew I wouldn't be able to find it again, so I took a picture of it. Come on, phone. So, Rise of Skywalker beats Tenet for best sci-fi movie at Saturn Awards. Rise of Skywalker. I don't care that I bet Tenet. I don't give a shit about that. Rise of Skywalker won any award for best sci-fi movie. When did
that come out?
Rise of Skywalker come out?
19?
Rise of Skywalker. 2019. Yep.
So 2 years ago. It came out. Why is it winning awards now?
Why is it winning awards? Full stop.
Full stop. Why is it winning awards? Full stop. But why is it winning awards Now, 2 years later, when did Tenet come out? That's also a relatively older film.
I think did that come in 2020? 2020.
Oh, 2020. Okay, so I was wrong. Thinking of something else then. I'm sure there was better sci-fi films in those years.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
No?
Maybe not.
No? Okay.
I haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Haven't heard of that one.
I mean, Gemini Man is probably better than the two of them.
Oh, probably. Well, maybe not Tenet, but I think Tenet gets a lot more hate. I haven't seen it. Oh, I Am Mother was pretty good.
Avengers Endgame, is that sci-fi? Probably not.
Yeah, it's superhero sci-fi.
I guess. So that could have won it. That came out in 2019.
Yeah, come on.
Even Captain Marvel could have won it. I Am Mother, that was a good film.
God, is it like, am I fucking visible to you?
Sometimes.
Okay, that was one of them.
Alita Battle Angel, that was good.
It was, yeah. God, you had...
even throwing Men in Black there with fucking Chris Hemsworth, that wasn't half bad.
Christ,
Godzilla King of the Monsters came out that year.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
That's big. That's good.
Wow. We were really coming to expect it to be better movies, but they were all pretty...
Yeah.
That was not a good year for sci-fi.
That was poor, yeah.
It was like 2020, actually, for sci-fi movies.
Yeah, because if they're putting in 2019 and 2020 films together, let's compare a little bit.
There's Songbird. This is better.
Invisible Man, that was very
good.
good.
The Invisible Man was really good.
That was very, very good. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird... A Quiet Place Part 2.
Oh.
I guess it's horror, I guess.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I guess you could throw it in the horror, I guess. Even Sonic, man. Give it to Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
That should have won an
Sonic
Oscar.
was in there. Well, I guess video games. Shit.
It's cartoon, I guess, because they don't get enough love. But anyway. Yeah, I guess the movies were that great. And we were expecting a lot better. But, like, there is better ones than those two. Well, I haven't seen Tenet, but I've heard good things about it, so I don't know.
I mean, I've heard better things about Tenet than I have fucking...
Yeah, the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, fuck it. Nothing we can do about it. They won.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Shouldn't be winning awards in general, unless it's like a shit way to end a trilogy award.
The crave juices are flowing today, aren't they?
Oh yeah, but I want to talk about another film that came out before we move on. Dune came out last week.
Oh yeah.
I think
Dune
came out. The reviews are kind of split, I think.
Let me have a look.
They're a little split. Like, some people really enjoyed it. Other people were like, it's not like the book. But I think in general the overview of it is it's pretty good. I think that's the main thing of it. It's like, it's pretty good. And a lot of people are kind of disappointed because Zendaya was like a big part of this whole like promotion of the film, and she has 7 minutes of screen time.
Now,
you
just mentioned how people are, it's not like the book. It's not like the book. This movie's not like the book. Don't like it. Zendaya's character comes in the second half of the book. This is the first half of the book. If you're complaining that it's not like the book, and you're complaining about the one thing that is like the book, now I get it. Yeah, look, it's Zendaya, and she was a big part in it, and pretty much her entire role is in those trailers, and that can be annoying. It's like, I thought she had more time. But if you're just going to see that movie just for Zendaya, are you okay?
Yeah, she's not even the main character in it, so like,
nah.
So yeah, but apparently it is pretty good, to the point, because we were talking about this, I think last week, that saying that it was part 1 and part 2.
Yes.
But they hadn't confirmed part 2 yet.
Which worries me.
They have now.
Oh, cool, did they?
It came out and they said part 2 is coming out 2023. I think that's when they said it's coming out. So they have officially said yes, it's coming out October 20th, 2023. That's a very precise date for like 2 years down the line. So it must have done really well, box office wise, for them to, like a week about a week after releases, to go, yeah, thumbs up, let's go for it. So yeah, there will be a part 2. So for those that were complaining that there was no Zendaya, you're gonna get more in part 2 because, like Connor said in the book, she is in it more in the second part of the book. Also, Dune is it's based on a book, but it was also a film back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not talking
like
that. No, don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it was bad.
No,
it was done before.
No, not.
I think that was also part of the reason why they didn't say part 2's come, because they're like, look, we did this before, it was bad, so let's not sink money into something that could be bad again. But apparently it is quite good, from what I've heard. Anyway, in general, bar those people that complain that it's not like the book. But yeah, do you have anything to say there on Dune?
Kind of. I'm just trying to see what the fuck this person's talking about. The headline is the new. Also, she calls it the new Dune. You can just say Dune.
Dune.
Yeah. The new Dune is too somber for its own good, and I'm like, okay. But it she instantly loses me. I think Eileen Jones instantly loses me by saying, "Hey, Duniacs."
Oh boy. Oh dear.
That instantly made me go, I don't think I want to read the rest of this.
Oh dear.
It's just
is that what they're referring to each other, by the way?
No, they're not that sad.
That's yeah. A little more try a little harder on the name next time, I guess.
Because I just don't care.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. That's Dune for you. It's getting another season. Another movie. It's getting its part 2, in 2 years, which is a long way away. Which is kind of surprising because I thought it would be next year. 2 years wait for Dune part 2 is a long way, I think. But yeah, we'll move on. Do you wanna go to games?
Yes, go to games.
Go to games. I don't really have anything in games, so you take the lead.
There's so much shit in Call of Duty I don't care about. So
that
much.
That comes out soon, doesn't it?
I know. Actually, going from one thing that has a long release date to something that should have a much fucking longer release date, or or differently, no release date at all for Vanguard. Like, I'm not really going to go into Vanguard a whole lot, but I am going to say one common trend that I'm seeing in comment sections and stuff like that when it comes to this stuff. A lot of things on Instagram will be like, oh, what games are you excited for? And they'll show Battlefield 2042, Halo, and Call of Duty. The amount of people that say Halo is actually really inspiring, and I'm going to talk about Halo later on as well. So many people are saying Halo, and I think more people are saying Halo now because of the Battlefield 2042 issue. Actually, what's funny is even through talking about what games you want to play, someone still said PS5 is better. That was one. That was one of the comments. Was just PS5 is better. I'm like, this isn't even a place for that. But
classic.
But since because of the Battlefield 2042, more people look forward to Halo because, Battlefield 2042, the beta had a lot of things to work on, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was really fun. But no one mentions Vanguard without saying the word not or definitely not before.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone's looking forward to Vanguard. Even streamers, they'll play Vanguard because it's I guess their demographic is I guess younger kids and stuff that are only getting into COD, and this COD is the best COD they've ever played, and Warzone is the greatest thing since sliced bread to them.
So
they'll play it. So the streamers will play it because of their viewership. Like, they're still playing Warzone. Like, a lot of streamers still play Warzone because of their viewership. So they'll play it, and this will make money, and it'll do good, and blah blah blah. But like, it's bad. It's going to be bad. It looks bad. It's still going to be part of Warzone. Like, I think they're getting. Honestly, I've disconnected myself from Warzone, so I'm not even aware of what's going on. Apart from Donnie Darko was in, or Frank from Donnie Darko is in, as skin now. Okay, cool, but I think they're getting a new map on the release of Vanguard, but it's like a World War II map for Warzone with the World War II guns and everything. So, does anyone actually, bar like streamers and stuff, care? Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think no one cares.
I like to think no one cares as well.
But they probably do, which is...
Oh, no, it'll
but
still be purchased. But just going to the game that everyone actually seems to be excited for, Halo has gotten, like, more images and more another kind of, like, trailer for it. And... Oh.
Beautiful?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so much better. And that's like the common consent. Like, some people are like, is it weird if I think the older one looks better? It's like, the older one looks better because it looks more like a video game. But this one looks better because it looks cool. Like, the weapons look better, the line looks better, the trees look more natural. Like, everything just looks cool, and the fucking elites look badass. It looked like a cutscene from Halo Wars 2, which, look, is a disappointment for us too, because we enjoyed the first one so much, and then everything just went to shit for that one.
Yeah.
But it just looks good, and it's inspiring to see so many people. Sorry, I read something about Skyrim that I'm going to bring up next. To see so many people excited for Halo again, it's just like, yay! My favorite game company's come back.
I'm really looking forward to Halo. I really never got into Halo multiplayer. I was always just a big Halo story fan. I only really got into it in like Halo 3 and like Reach, and then 4 or 5. So I only really played the campaign. I was never really into multiplayers back in the day. So I am very looking forward to Halo multiplayer, especially after playing Splitgate for so long, that it is very similar to Halo in like the style of play, of like no aiming and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a bit of aiming, but at least it's not as
there's
bad
a bit,
as
yeah. So I am really looking forward to it as well, and it is very soon, because like in 19 days we get Battlefield 2042 as of today, the 31st of October. In 19 days we get Battlefield.
I forgot about this.
In 19 days we get Battlefield, and then in 38 days we get Halo. 38 days we get Halo.
Fuck.
'Tis soon. 'Tis very soon. So shit's gonna get hectic in the next couple of weeks of just having so many games to play. We're currently going through Far Cry 6.
I need to perfect that before. I have to perfect that in 19 days. Hang on.
Yeah, and then I'm also playing FIFA on the side. And then, yeah, it's just going to get crazy. And, like, it's nice because on the 3rd of December, I have an assignment due, and then no assignment due after that. So I'm going to get that done and then just play the shit out of Halo. So I am so excited.
I do too. I think all my exams are...
We were waiting for so long. Like, it just hit me. Like, we were talking about this in like July, going like, oh, it's in December or November, whenever it was, before it got delayed a little bit again. And I was like, oh, it's so far away. We're like right there. We're knocking on the door of playing Battlefield and Halo. Like, we're right there.
We were talking about this in 2019 when we didn't even have this about Halo coming back in October of 2019 or 2020, and it never did. And now it's October again, and we're talking about it coming out.
And then we're like, before we know, we're gonna get fucking Stalker 2. Like, but like, it's just all gonna
April
just
28th.
come fucking flying, like. So I'm really excited for the next 2 months because games is going to be awesome. I'm worried about my studying career.
I alright, my eye went to shit, so
be grand, we'll pass. But I'm just so excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good. I want to talk about one thing that that Xbox did.
Okay.
During the week, you can play Steam games now on Xbox through the GeForce thing. I think it's like GeForce. You stream. I think it's like a streaming thing through Edge. So like you go through Edge and then you download this. I think it's called GeForce thing, and it lets you play your Steam library on your Xbox. The majority of them now, not everything, but I do know that PS5 games or PS games that are on PC as well, you can't stream them. But like you can stream other games, which is kind of cool. I think it's GeForce. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this.
I know. You can play your Steam games on Xbox, kinda. As grown.
I think it is a. It's like through Nvidia, but I think it's a streaming thing. So I still think you need a PC or a laptop to stream it onto the Xbox, but I'm not sure 100% how it works or if it even is free.
It's from Tom Warren. Okay, so the GeForce Now service, which is something I don't know about. I wonder if I should have that for my laptop. Is compatible with Edge. Fuck it, Edge has gotten this massive update that I don't know if people are utilizing correctly. Like, can't you access Discord now? We should try that at some point, actually.
You might be able to, yeah. So yeah, like I don't really know how it works. I really don't know, but I think it is a thing that like you need to have a PC or something, but I don't know. I must try it at some stage. But this could be big, I think.
Yeah.
If it is how I think it is. I don't even know if it's free. Oh, it's not free.
Yeah, it says it's not an ideal experience, so you don't want to be playing competitive games or anything like that. But I don't.
Okay, so like yeah,
I don't know.
It's you can have it for free, but you can only play 1 hour sessions a day, I think. Or you can go for €8 a month for 6 hour sessions, or you can go for the really expensive one, which is again only 8 hours. So like you can't even play it all the time. It's kind of shitty. But we're slowly getting there. Like I think this is the beginning of it anyway. We did always say that we'd love to play Steam games on your Xbox, and it'll just become a little PC.
Yeah.
But this is definitely the beginning of it. But it is kind of expensive, I guess.
Shocking for PC. Huh?
This has been a thing for a while. It was a beta, but now it's like not beta anymore. So technically, it should work a bit better. But I don't know.
Oh yeah. Now that I see like how you break it down, I heard you saying it, but I was a little bit confused. I now remember this. I remember something about this being come back a while back. You're right.
Yeah. This is old. Like the beta started in 2015.
Yeah, okay.
Like, this was a while ago.
I think
but like it's official.
No, I think I remember how this works. You can stream it. You don't even have to have like your own personal like your PC could be shit, but you could get this. So if it like okay. Say I had a really shit laptop, just a basic.
Me.
Yeah, well, maybe not that shit. I had yours is. Should be in the ground by now.
Okay, fair enough.
Say if I had an okay laptop then.
Okay.
I could run maybe 1 or 2 games, but I can't run anything big. But I wanted to play some big games on it, but I didn't want to like spend $1,300 on a new one. You could get this subscription service, and what happens is it pretty much streams a service from a different PC to your laptop that you can play, and this PC will have a 3080 rig, and like you can play up to 140
Okay.
and all that type of stuff. So that's how that works. It's pretty much like a server in an X or a multiplayer game. You can log on to that server, you can play there. It's similar to this in the sense that it's streamed to your like screen from this service, and that the PC that it's streaming from is pretty much the server, if you get what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So that's why there's session lengths and stuff like that. So it's to limit like a really good ones. Once you're done that, it goes to another person type of thing. So that's what that means. So that's why there's even more lag when it comes to Xbox, because you're streaming. Okay, so you're getting a PC, you're streaming to a browser app on an Xbox. You're not even streaming to an actual browser; it's a browser app.
Okay.
So that's where it'll be more length. Okay. So I think that's how that works. As far as I remember, that's how it works. It's pretty much you connect to another laptop or another PC that has a better rig than your own one, and you can play shitty on your shitty laptop type of thing. So yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
It is a cool concept. Kind of expensive though, but I guess it would be a solution to you not wanting to spend loads of money on a bigger rig or whatever.
Yeah, and when you think about it, it makes a bit more sense that this has a high enough subscription service, because they have to maintain all those PCs and all that type of stuff. Like a server is one thing. Server is similar, but with a PC, so it makes sense that it's like this. It is €200 for a year, which is a bit fucking crazy when you think about it.
But that's for the 8 hours. That's the long one. So I guess you could go for the other one.
Oh yeah.
But it is 6 hours. So I guess you probably wouldn't want to be like using this as your main source of playing games.
No,
it will only be used for like short game sessions of one particular game, but you can play other games on the side on other things, because even 8 hours, if you wanted to play like, let's say like all of Saturday, you couldn't. On your weekend you couldn't. You could only play 9 to 5 and that's it. So yeah, but it's kind of cool. We're slowly getting there. I do understand the difficulty though now that you explained it like that. But it's kind of cool though, I think.
Oh yeah,
it is kind of cool. But yeah, what do you have any other game stuff?
I mean, it only reminded me when we're talking about games coming out soon. The fucking Skyrim Special Edition comes out in 11 days.
Oh, there's so much coming out.
That also comes out, but I'm looking at it here and it's like, it's a bit confusing, because anyone who purchased Skyrim Anniversary Edition when it was released on November 11th, or the Anniversary Edition upgrade for the Special Edition, bear with me,
okay,
will get access to all the Skyrim content, Creation Club content.
Okay.
So I am not 100% sure what this is. I thought it was a separate entity itself where all the mods are in play that you can activate or deactivate. I think it's just you get access to all the mods. Now, that's pretty obvious actually when I say it out loud. I didn't think that in the first place. But, I mean, if that is how it goes, good, because I don't want to jump right back into playing Skyrim again. I just perfected it on PC.
Yeah, you just perfected it, yeah.
So I'm not gonna jump back in. So I'm happy enough if it's just here's access to the mods. I'd love to play it again with the mods, but
at some stage,
yeah. Well, I will not be putting anywhere near as much effort as I did in that last one there.
Yeah, and speaking of mods and Skyrim mods.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, have you heard of it? You probably have. Like, do you know the game The Forgotten City?
Yes.
I didn't know that used to be a Skyrim mod, and then it became a game, and on its own. That's kind of cool.
That's really cool. I love when like DayZ is probably the best example of a mod that became a game itself, because DayZ started off as a mod of Arma 3, which is like a hyper realistic Well, it's a tactical shooter. That's a realistic military op run. Wow, I fucked all that up.
Yeah, all of them.
Wow, it's a realistic military shooter, and they modded in zombies and stuff like that, and it was so good that they were like, "Hey, make an actual game of it," and now it's on Xbox and stuff like that. So I need to get it for PC cool. because it actually runs on PC. So
yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was cool.
Oh yeah, it is cool that something like that can just spiral off into its own,
its own thing,
thing. That's why, I think, modders and stuff like that can do just mental things.
Crazy, and for no money, by the way.
No, well,
they do it for some of them have money, and some of them whatever, but for the crack, it's for the buzz. It is really I'm gonna do this just cause I can, and we've talked about this before of how they don't just hire these modders for to develop their games. It's I seen with the GTA thing, the remaster trilogy thing, and everyone's like, yeah, but we've had this with modders did this ages ago already for us. This is just the game modded, and it's true.
Yeah.
But it's just insane how they do it just because they can.
And I didn't really when we discussed it, I was like, yeah, okay, I know modders can do some good things. Skyrim is in my mind, but it's any game. I've seen people reinvent the entirety of Dark Souls 3, which I'm playing yet again at the moment. But it is I'm watching a playthrough of it. I think it's called the Convergence mod. If you ever want to see something that's just completely batshit amazing and it's completely different, well, not completely different, but it's just almost like a completely new game within a game. Look up the Convergence mod of Dark Souls 3. But fuck, now that I know properly what people are capable of, hire modders, game developers. Why are you sitting around not doing anything?
I know, it's absolutely insane what they can do. It's just it's so impressive.
I guess there's more so impressive. Yeah, I guess there's more creative freedom with mods, with the modding community, and you're not constrained by workloads and stuff like that. You can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah, exactly.
Imagine.
Oh, imagine. But yeah.
Oh, and there was 2 VR things. Well, yeah, there's the Resident Evil 4 VR, which just looks really weird to me. And then the one that looked even weirder to me is GTA San Andreas in VR for the Quest 2, which I can actually play.
That's a bit weird. I feel like that would just give me insane amount of motion sickness. Could you imagine flying a plane?
I don't want to think about it, okay? If you really don't want
to.
No, actually, sorry.
It genuinely makes you sick just thinking about it.
Driving for some reason and the plane and stuff like that, I think that's okay. I don't think it's as bad because I did roller coaster stuff and okay, when it goes down, you're like, I think driving, just seeing things go by, you're like, okay, this is okay. But I just don't want to walk. I just don't want to dodge roll. I will vomit in that headset.
Oh, imagine dodge rolling. Oh my god.
Actually, speaking of dodge rolling in Dark Souls, I was playing out in the living room with someone, and someone just mentioned, I was like, oh, imagine this in VR. I was like, absolutely not. Do you see this dodge rolling? You would do it twice and then pass out. It would be hell on earth.
You'd probably fall over too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Your body would be like, here we go.
we're doing this now.
No, that would be insane. That would be crazy. No, God, no. Just the thought of it makes me sick.
It does, and you didn't record Fallout 4 VR. I did, and just the conception.
No, yeah, I remember giving it a go. For 2 minutes, and just was like, that's about enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh god, the people that do VR content consistently, I tip my hat to you, because that is impressive. To be able to play those games consistently in VR, it could be a thing that you get used to it, I guess.
They also dosed up on anti-nausea. What do you call it? Anti-nausea.
Just Dramamine, just.
Yeah.
Woke up on Calpol, just a full bottle of Calpol before filming.
It's shit that, yeah.
It could be, but like it's just really impressive how they can just play for so long and like stream it and stuff as well, and just not like pass out. It's just really cool, but I don't have the stomach for it.
Oh yeah.
I guess you could probably get used to it though, especially if you start small. If you start with just like VR games where you just don't have to move, you just look around, get used to that, and then slowly build your way up to like moving and blah blah blah. You probably get better at it, but no thanks. No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, is any more you?
I don't think so. I, for some reason, gone down a small rabbit hole of trying to source a 3060 Ti graphics card because it said it was only like 360 euros. I was like, oh, hello. Can't find it anymore. That's great. No, I think it's.
We'll move on before you go deeper in this whole.
Yeah.
TV then.
Yeah.
I guess. We have nothing in TV.
No.
For everyone to know. We have absolutely nothing. The only thing that I do have before we move on to whatever we're going to move on to is The Witcher 2 The Witcher 2 got its trailer.
The Witcher 2 got its its season 2 trailer.
I think people got it.
I would maybe.
You got it, so therefore everyone gets it.
Because I'm
no, but yeah. This the trailer dropped for season 2. I'm surprised, honestly, that you haven't watched it, being a big Witcher fan yourself. I'm surprised you haven't watched it, especially with Henry Cavill in it.
That's more of a reason.
Yeah, but in fairness, it looks good. It has really good reviews, and the CGI in it is amazing. Henry Cavill is amazing. I guess he's good in the show too. But yeah, like it. I guess it's kind of created a cult following. This show, it's funny because it's not the people that played the game that like really got into it. It's actually just random people that just started watching the show because it looked interesting, have really got like invested in it and like really enjoy the Witcher, which is kind of cool that it was able to do it like that. But yeah, I guess if anyone is interested in The Witcher, you can watch the next trailer. It's been a long time though since the other one came out, wasn't it? It's been like 2 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
Been a long time. When is that out? Actually, let me see. Release date. There is no release date.
Great, here we are.
Oh wait. Maybe there is. Oh yeah, December 17th this year.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, it's not too far away for those who want to watch it. It's kind of a weird time to drop it, I think, because that'll. Oh no, did they drop? It's a Netflix show. They'll probably drop all the episodes. Never mind. It's it's not a bad time to drop it, I guess. Because I was gonna be like, if you drop it weekly, like you're gonna drop one on like Christmas Eve, like that's a bit weird. But no, they just bulk drop. Never mind.
That's interesting you say that because I know there's one show I want to start watching. I don't know if it's bulk watch, if it's actually a bulk watch thing or not. Don't make me sign in. Just let me see.
What show?
It's an anime. No, it's grand. There's no point in going to that now.
Okay. We also got to look at the. I think we got a trailer for the Cowboy Bebop one. The live action.
We got like posters as well.
Yeah.
That's all we're getting.
Yeah, that's it.
This is it.
That's
like
it.
we're just getting trailers and looks at things.
Yeah. They are dropping Cowboy Bebop though, aren't they? The anime first.
Yeah, I think it's already there.
It's already there?
I think so.
Okay. You wanted to watch that, didn't you?
I do. I've been doing some of my other things. I've been like, I'll watch some things later on.
I'll get there. But, oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. that's all we have.
Yeah, and look, we say that a lot. We say, "Oh, that's all we have." When there could be a load of different things that people like want to talk about. Like, oh, look at this stuff. I'm like, okay, this is what we see when we scroll through shit.
Yeah, this is what we wanted. We want to show you why when we say, "Oh, there's nothing going on," you're like, "Surely there was something." Like we scrolled through news outlets for obviously news for TV shows, movies, or whatever. So we have to like sieve through half the shit that is being posted and like is actually relevant or like actually interesting. So we're gonna read out a few of the titles of the shit that is there, and you'll see why we don't have anything.
I'll start with the main one. The main thing that gets shown to me when I click into this site, there's no point in saying it.
I know.
You know the fucking one. Yeah, it's Lizzo dresses as Baby Yoda and sings in costume at Spotify event. That's a fucking that's a highlighted headline.
That is the highlighted headline on this. It's shocking. That is the first thing we see. You know, like then the next one, the one right below that one is Squid Game actress wears green light, red light doll costume for Halloween.
Cool. Who clicks that?
Wow, I could have guessed. Look what I have. Look, bam.
Holy fuck! How did you just hide that the entire time?
It's there. I have a Squid Game mask. We had a Halloween party on Friday, and I was going in to buy a Batman cowl, and they didn't have any, so I bought that instead.
Oh.
But yeah, like I have one, but I'm not making the fucking news. Like, yeah, if I could put money on it, that the most worn costume this Halloween was something squid related. Squid Game related. You know, like getting that mask was €15 €15
Jesus Christ.
And then ridiculously expensive, but you could literally wear a red hoodie and like that's it, that's your costume. Congratulations, you did it. Like but it's not newsworthy, I don't think, you know. So, but yeah, some of this shit just doesn't make sense.
No. It's the stuff that we just don't care about.
Yeah, like, here, I got another one here. Millie Bobby Brown pranked Noah Schnapp on Stranger Things Season 4 set.
And that's a YouTube
Cool.
video.
Cool.
Everyone
pranks each other on set.
Yeah. Right underneath that is Ted Lasso Season 3 begins filming in 2022. That's something I want to fucking hear. Like, cool. There's something. But I'm just so like, I don't care about that. I could easily miss the important shit right below it.
You do. Sometimes you miss it because it's just under all this shit. Like, well, let me see another one. Let's see if we can find something else.
Oh, we could find plenty of them.
Oh, yeah.
Game of Thrones creators reunite stars in Netflix 3 body problem. I haven't even heard of that. And I don't even know the Game of Thrones stars. No idea.
Kit Harington didn't hesitate going from Game of Thrones to Eternals.
I mean, fucking would you?
No, but why is that a heading? Why is that a headline? Like, Young Sheldon solves its older Big Bang Theory plot hole. Who cares?
There might be something there.
Maybe.
Like Matthew Perry writing a Friends memoir after a multi-million-dollar deal. That's kind of cool.
That's interesting.
I had to scroll through all the other shit just to get to that one.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Is it really newsworthy? Not really.
I also hate how it gives me like, oh, it doesn't say this trailer dropped. It doesn't say this is what it is. It's because Servant Season 3 trailer, I guess that's how you say this word, is Leanne is seeing dead people in her dreams. Thank you. Now you told me the fucking premise of the thing. Excellent.
Yeah.
Why would I watch it?
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
And like literally 3 others is another trailer thing telling me about what features in the trailer. Why do you think I watch a trailer? Like if I like that's that site And just even basic things like Cowboy Bebop characters posters show off live action casts.
No.
That's a description of what posters do.
Yeah. Thank you. I knew that the live action show was going to show me live action images of the characters. Thank you.
But the posters didn't think they would.
Wow, crazy.
Fucking
crazy.
mental.
Kit Harington says Game of Thrones Starbucks Cup wasn't his fault.
It's in front of fucking, what was his name, Emilia Clarke, wasn't it?
Yeah, if anything, it was. You put money that it was her fault.
Yeah. Even just this.
But even at that, it's not their fault. Because someone must have seen the scene and go, wait a minute, there's something going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or maybe, hear me out, this is crazy. Don't allow shit like that on set. Maybe.
Look,
maybe.
We have a darker one to go through with that fucking set, but that sentence. We won't this time. But even just Kat Dennings' jokes, she's suing Netflix over a Squid Game trauma. Someone saw a funny tweet and went, I'm gonna write an article about this. About literally the entirety is just, all I'm gonna do is just gonna click it and go, okay, there's the intro, there's the body, there's the second body, there's the tweet, that's fine. Oh, there's a conclusion to this? Oh, there's a longer conclusion to this? Oh, no thanks. But now, that's just the examples of those ones. We had to trudge through so much shit just to find that stuff. But in like another site that we use as well, like it's much more concise and makes me want to read a little bit more. Like Subnautica Studio next project will hit early access 2022. I don't know anything about that. It hasn't told me the fucking stuff that's going to happen. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to go into that.
And some of them are really interesting, but they just get drowned out by all the shit that is being reported on. You know, like, why some of this stuff we don't care. Like Squid Game set photos shows the cast.
That was the other one.
Actually being happy.
Being happy.
Like what? You just thought, like, you watch the show, everyone's depressed because shit's going on, and it's like, oh wow, they were just depressed on set.
Like
maybe, and hear me out, maybe they were acting.
Excuse me. Like if there was horror stories about that show, if there was like, oh, these actors are being mistreated and stuff like that, I would be more than okay to be okay. Actually happy is correct there, but saying, oh, this shows that things actually being happy, I know it's supposed to be a joke, but it's read stupidly. So I would change that to set photos behind the scenes of Squid Game, or like no, it'd just be just photos.
About just don't report about it.
Or just don't report about it. Just be like BTS photos of Squid Game show actors having fun or something like that. Don't say actually something be like happy.
That, yeah, like.
Or wholesome relationships of Squid Game Squid Game cast. Some shit like that.
Yeah, not actually happy. Like, did anyone say that they weren't happy?
Yeah, they actually said quite the opposite.
Yeah, they all said they absolutely loved being on it. And that it was a great experience and blah blah, and they're excited for the next season if there is one or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Like that, like most of the ones we read out there are really like tabloid ones that are just like they read so much like clickbait, and I'm like, I don't care. But even just this basic one, this is just a basic headline: a Metroid Dread demo is out now in celebration of Halloween. That's a nice basic one. It tells me that it's a horror game because in celebration of it, it's nice and concise, just there. Not the whole Kat Dennings jokes that she's suing Netflix over Squid Game trauma. That's it. I don't need to know anything else about it. With that, I'm like, okay, where do I click or do I do to try and figure out how to get the game?
Yeah, like this one. Like, this is just a reaction to a tweet. Chris Evans reacts to one of Jim and Pam's most emotional scenes. So there's a whole article written about a tweet from Chris Evans saying, oh, it's good stuff.
People get degrees, and
people read that and go, damn, that was good.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Who the fuck reads it?
I don't know, because clearly they're writing about it because there's someone out there is wanting this.
Fucking apparently.
Oh, I'm trying to like. Oh, I just don't get it.
Congratulations.
It's bad. It's bad out here.
Like, that's why we're that's like, if we do say, oh great, it's more just random shit. Like,
yeah.
that's what we're coming up against.
Yeah. Like, TikTok video exposes funny You season 3 production mistakes.
That's just a YouTube video.
Yeah.
That's just a YouTube title.
I know. Hayden Christensen returns as Anakin in Star Wars Ahsoka show. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. But we knew that. Like, we knew that was gonna happen.
Did we?
You know.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But like, again, it's. But even like Ahsoka's show reportedly casting another lead character. Yeah, you'd assume they'd have more. You'd hope at least that like the show would have a few recurring characters than just Ahsoka. Even the fucking Mandalorian had more recurring characters than just Mandalorian.
Yeah. Kids playing Squid Game are causing fights on school playgrounds.
That's something that I'd see in like, I don't know, a social welfare paper or some shit, or.
Also, why do kids know about Squid Game? It's actually kind of scary, the amount of kids that know about Squid Game. I know not just the game like red light, green light, and like something like that. They actually know what's going on. They know people die. They know they get shot. They know all this. They know certain characters' names and how they die. It's like, who is letting their kids watch this?
Yeah, maybe does it say the age?
The show?
No, the article.
Oh, and I didn't really click into it. I'll go back up.
Because I wonder how long it takes for them to say the age of these kids. Because if it's secondary school, I don't give a shit. If it's, I don't know, whatever weird way other countries do it as well, where it's like not quite secondary, not quite primary.
It doesn't say, it just says school playgrounds. So I'm guessing it's not secondary school, because secondary school don't have playgrounds.
But they could still do it there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Like, because
apparently, the kids are like playing, like, let's say red light, green light, and if someone was to lose, they would hit them, because you can't kill them. You would hit the child. That's how the kids are playing the game.
I mean,
so if someone moves while they've turned around, someone else goes over and smacks them.
That's fine.
But
that's how we would have done it.
It's a good game. Kind of want to play it now, but like, it's not. Isn't, you don't need to report about it. Is what I think is what we're trying to get to. You know.
Well, in that one, I don't even necessarily think like, you don't have to, but let's make it a little bit like, you have to scroll down a decent bit there just to find even a reference to schoolyard.
Yeah.
Does it say what country even?
No, it didn't. Like,
are we supposed to assume it's, because I assume it's America.
I assume it's America.
Yeah, there it is.
100%. 100%. There is no way it's anywhere else but America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100% it's America, especially because this is an American news thing. So 100%. But yeah, that's this is what we have to go through to try and find something decent for viewerships, and just it's shocking. It's just so bad sometimes.
So but it's just beeline things that some people care about, like Kieran. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher this second name. Shipka. Yeah, I think it's Shipka. Kieran Shipka reveals link between Sabrina and Mad Men Sally Draper. I'm not gonna click into that.
No,
that's such a small
thing.
Most
people would.
Yeah, unless you're studying it.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to, before we sign off, because I think there's not much we can talk about here. I do want to bring up one thing, just for literally 30 seconds, because it's going to make me angrier.
Okay.
People genuinely want Kristen Stewart, right? They genuinely want Kristen Stewart to. They want her to play the Joker.
Oh yeah.
They want her to play the Joker in in Robert Pattinson's Batman, because it'll be a nice like throwback to Twilight. Let's not even think about that.
Even she responded, "There's better things to do."
That would be terrifying.
That would not be good with that.
That would be terrifying. That would be the worst thing. That would ruin Batman. It would ruin the Joker. Okay, not Batman, but it would ruin the Joker. For sure. And before people are going, oh, it's because she's a woman. No, it's not because she's a woman. I don't care. It's because it's Kristen Stewart. She's a bad actress. She's not good. It just wouldn't suit. Get over this whole Twilight thing with Robert Pattinson and her.
That's where I thought you were going to go with this. I thought you were going, it's not because she's a woman, it's because it's the Twilight link. That's the only reason why people want her. And you just went for the jugular.
I went for her too, but it's the Twilight link. Get over it. He hates Twilight. She hates Twilight. Everyone that was on Twilight fucking hates Twilight. Just stop. They probably hate each other at this stage because of fucking everyone.
Yeah, they can't be seen together.
The reason I remember this because I read a heading that says Kristen Stewart says she probably only made 5 good films out of her 47 film career. I think 5 is being generous, to be honest. Nah, that's a bit harsh.
What films did you say were good?
Let me see if I can.
Because 5 isn't that many. We can go through that.
5. Let me see. Come on. Give us a list. She probably won't say out of probably protection for her career, whatever that is. But because otherwise they'd be like, oh, she thinks all these other ones are shit, you know.
True. I don't know how to spell her fucking first name. This is the quote.
It says, I've probably made 5 really good films out of 45 or 50 films. Ones that I go, wow, that person made a top to bottom beautiful piece of work. I love Asaya's fit movies. I don't know what that is. I'd have to look at my credit list, but they are few and far between. That doesn't mean I regret the experience of making them.
Fuck, she's been in a lot of things.
She has. In fairness, she's been in a lot of things. 47 films, to be exact.
56 credits, though.
That's crazy. She I guess we judge her too hard on the Twilight because she was really, really bad on Twilight. I'm sure she has some good roles. I'm sure, like most people, she has good roles. I'm hoping
5 of them, apparently.
Apparently 5, yeah, because Twilight was bad. But I think everyone on Twilight was bad. I don't think there was a good side of Twilight, to be honest.
No, pretty god awful.
It was god awful, and I think it was the script and everything. It was. I think they didn't have much to work on. You know.
They had 3 fucking books to work on.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was the script, the way they were instructed to act or something, because they were all bad. They were all bad.
If you look at Robert Pattinson, he's an absolutely brilliant actor. He's fucking amazing.
And he gets judged so hard on it. Because I was talking to someone the other day and I was like, oh, did you watch the Batman trailer? It's like, oh, there's a new Batman? And I was like, yeah, like the one with Robert Pattinson. It's like, oh, I completely erased that from my mind because I've already decided he's going to be a bad Batman. And I was like, well, that's it. Not talking anymore. It's bad.
We've come full circle talking about people complaining at the beginning to people complaining about now.
Yeah, full circle. But yeah, that's all we have. Kind of a shorter one today, I guess.
Shorter, about 50 minutes short. Yeah, another outro.
Yeah, be grand. Yeah, so that's it. Make sure to follow us on Instagram where we post movie reviews, and follow our YouTube where we post Let's Plays every Saturday, as well as our podcast. And our podcast is on any podcast listening place, I guess. Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So yeah, bye bye now.
Bye bye.